Hey guys, it's October 18th, 2019. I'm Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop, and excited to have a live stream today. Today is our 7th year YouTube anniversary.
Woo!
Yay! And I only know because Lily told me.
Yes.
So we're hoping to get to 200,000 subscribers. So go us, go Lily.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll get that by the end of the year.
Go subscribe if you haven't already.
Yes. So I'm just going to kind of get into it today. We're going to have a Q&A. We have lots of new stuff. One of the things that I wanted to tell you is right now we're having a Christmas sale. So if you are looking for Christmas fabric or Christmas pre-cuts or Christmas kits, you can put in the code STOCKING15 and 15% will come off of your order. So that is for you guys. And then we just got some quilts from Melissa Corey. We're doing a book with her. It is called Charming Baby, and Lily is going to do a pop-up. So this is her book. It has 10 baby quilts. It's an It's So Emma publication, but Melissa Corey is the designer, and I have some of the quilts to show you guys. So you can pre-order that book. It comes out in March, and there's 10 quilts, and they all use charm packs. So I'm going to show you some of them now. Brush from Melissa made all of these. So the first one is called To the Moon Quilt. The fabric is available now, but obviously the kit won't be available till the book comes out. This one is 48 inches square. The collection is All My Stars by Wilmington, and this one uses 2 charm packs. And in the book, there's different sections. Some quilts use 1, some use 2, and some use 3. And this one will be a kit. Super cute. I love the quilting. And then this is the backing. You guys always want to see the backing. And then this is her cute little tag. It says Happy Quilting Cut. So quilt repeat. It's like a double-sided tag, and then it has her name, and it says handmade by Melissa Corey. So I'm sure she had these custom made. Super cute. So that's the first quilt. That quilting is amazing. And I don't know who did her quilting, so she'll let us know, and we'll obviously credit them in the front of the book. The second one is called Playtime Quilt. It's also 54-inch square. This is Good Times by American Jane, and this one uses 2 charm packs. And then this is the backing on this one. And again, she has her little tag right here. So she has her little tag. So this is going to be a cute little book. It's a lower priced book. It's cute. It has 10 things, and it's 10 quilts, and the best part about it is it uses charm packs. This one is Hugs and Kisses. It's 49 inches square. This is Just Red collection by Zen Chic, and it uses 2 charm packs. Super cute. X's and O's. And then this is her backing. And I love how this collection is very modern, but it can be very traditional too. So obviously it can work for a baby too. And then, oh my gosh, these are so cute. This one is called Dream Big. It's 36 inches square. The collection is Summer Sweet by Chelsea and Sherry, and it uses 1 charm pack. Super cute. Can you zoom out a little bit?
Yeah.
And then this is the back. I like her backing choices. And this is obviously not all of the quilts from the book, but this is what we have done so far because she's sewing them right now. This is one of the bigger ones from the book. This one is called Ring Around the Rosie, and it's 54 inches square. It's Bramble Cottage by Brenda Riddle, and it uses 3 charm packs. And this one we will have as a quilt kit. And this one has a fun backing, and she used a dark navy for quilting, and then she put the dark navy on the back also, the thread, so that quilting really pops out. Cute. So those are the quilts from Charming Baby, and all the information on the book. I didn't want to go through like pricing and all that in case I got it wrong, but it's pre-order available on Fat Quarter Shop. And if you're a quilt store, obviously you can also get it from a distributor. So just let me know if you'll have any questions. Again, Melissa Corey is the designer.
All right. I'm not seeing any questions yet, so I'll give people a chance to start putting those in the comments. We did a super chat from Donna Boyd for $5. So you get Super Piggy. And she says, thank you for excellent customer service from Sue and Deborah earlier this week. Hope it is cooling off in Texas.
It's nice outside. I think it's like 59. I had to get gas today.
Uh-huh.
It was cold. So I actually went back inside and got a jacket.
I believe
I'm a wimp.
It is 51 degrees outside right now, outside the building.
It was warmer than that.
I feel like Austin is like a little bit warmer than Buda sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any questions, guys, feel free to put them in the comments. We do have a few weather report. Donna Regal says it's a sunny 34-degree morning here in Michigan. That sounds very cold, but I'm glad it's sunny. Jan Riley says, good morning from sunny and windy Kansas, and she put 2 little sunflowers. And then Brenda Bean says, hello from sunny Dundee, Florida. Soon to be soggy.
Yeah.
That sounds funny. All right. Pam Morrow is asking, what does BOM mean?
Block of the month.
All right. Okay. And we do have some new members that we wanted to shout out real quick.
Perfect.
Dee Dee O. Welcome, Dee Dee. She joined at 7 a.m. this morning. Gosh 2 Fly, sorry. Welcome. And Shelly Edwards. Welcome. Hooray. Okay.
So we are keeping going with our Perfect 5 sew-along. So for that, it's a free sew-along, and we basically made a sampler out of the quilts in this book. It is our Perfect 5 book, and it also has a little ruler. It basically uses charm packs, and we turned the different blocks into a big quilt. And so I wanted to show you some of the blocks that our staff made. So this one is by Cheryl, and this is Sugar Creek. So this is this week's block. We're on week 2. So these are her blocks. And this is Sugar Creek by Corey Yoder, and that's what I'm using for my sew along for Sunday Best. This I can tell is Finnegan by Brenda Riddle. I'm going to do them separately since it's a little bit easier to do them separately. And this one, I can tell it's Sherry and Chelsea. I think it's Harper's Garden. I'm going to do them separately. And you can see this is a very beginner-friendly quilt. Very beginner-friendly. I can guess already this is Angel's because Angel makes everything out of French General. She should just have a French General desk or something because everything is French General. This is French General. And then this one also is, and look at that. Is that French General? Pink and gray? I think it is.
It looks like it. Looks different.
Yeah, so it looks different. This one is Terry's, and Terry works in customer service, and I believe this might be Shelbyville by Joe Morton. So you can see that with this, you can make it any way you like. You know, you can do floral. You can kind of make it your own, and it's going to look good and everything. And what I use is the Early Bird Charm Packs. The Early Bird pre-cuts are now in stock. The SKU that I use for my background is also back in stock. It is 55195-17, and once it's gone, but it is a perfect white. I'm going to show you mine. I don't know where my blocks are in here, but y'all have probably seen this a million times. Y'all are probably like, don't show me again. Let me see if I can find my block so that if you're sewing along and want to make it like mine. I think this is one of them maybe. I'm not really sure. I think that might be one of them.
Yes.
That's one of them. And it's just a white on white polka dot that I used. And the other one I'm going to let y'all find because the quilt's too big. Do you see it, Denise?
It's right there in the corner on your left side.
Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
There we go, right there. So there you go. So that is my quilt, and I love all the quilts that we've been seeing with it online. I like samplers. That's probably my favorite type of quilt because I don't get bored when I'm doing that. So there's that. And then I have a finish for this week, and I'm super, super, super excited about it. So Colorful is the pattern by Corey Yoder that went along with our So Colorful Club. And I made it. I gotta take this pin out real quick. This huge pin. And it came back from the quilter yesterday. So Mike from mylongarm.com quilted it. And it is much heavier than normal quilt because I put on the back the Moki linen. And you can see he didn't trim it down. I don't like my quilters to trim down my quilts. I like to do it myself. So my quilt is all done. And the back, I did a fun back where in the center, this is really heavy, guys. Oh my goodness, this quilt is heavy. I took three of my gray blocks. I should have trimmed it. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. So I took 3 of my gray blocks, and in the center, I took this piece out because I had already pieced it and sewed in a label. I got the label from Sweetwater Label Company, and that's what I did for my backing. So I'm going to put my binding on that today. So that's super exciting that I got that done. And we have some other stuff. So basically we have a club. It comes with 15 fat quarters each month, and each month is a different colorway. And so I just one day decided I have enough blocks. I'm gonna go ahead, put it into a quilt, get it quilted so I don't let it sit there forever. We're working on another pattern for next year. So if you're in the club, you can combine the years, or you can just start in January, or you can do whatever. It's a really cute pattern, and I'm gonna sew along with it also. We have a free tutorial for a trick-or-treat bag, just in time for Halloween. Yay! So I'm gonna show you the bags. This one is Happy Halloweeny. The collection is by Blend. That's who it's by, I had to think, and that's Nancy's. And the inside is just a plain little bag. And this makes me feel guilty because I haven't made my kids anything, but I know they would just hit each other with it. This is Feline Friends, and this is a Michael Miller collection, and Elva made it. It looks just like Elva with those little kitties. Kitty, kitty. This is a panel. This is a great way to use a panel. It's cute, right?
That's awesome.
So Sue in customer service made it, and it's fabulous. Fab-boo-less. And I think that's Riley Blake. Fab-boo-less. Cute. I'm going to show you the back, too. I like this one, the little kitty. I'm scared of cats, but that little kitty's cute. And then this one is unique. It's flannel. This is Maywood. And this is Happy Jacks by Teresa in customer service, and it's really soft. And it's got, I like how she like made the what is that, a spider? Like, look how straight that is. Yeah. It's a little spider, and it's a free pattern. So everything's on the blog. The link is below. And this is also Happy Halloween by Teresa. Didn't we just do that one? I think it's Blend. And I think it's the same collection. And this one is this Harry Potter? Did Lily make this?
I did.
Lily made it. I was like, Lily. So this is flannel and then cotton. So she mixed the two substrates. So that's awesome. And then what is this? Oh, this is Slytherin.
Yes.
So that's like I don't know anything about Harry Potter.
I am not a Slytherin.
My son is. He'll take the bag.
It's a good house.
Because he's bad. He's bad. He likes to be naughty. I'm not kidding. That kid is. Woo! I was like, yesterday, I was like, oh my word, please, can we calm down? This one's super, super cute. This is the one that Pat Sloan put together, and we had a kit, but I think we only have like a couple left. But she used a panel, and then she used a panel on the back, and the details on how to make her version was in the kit. But I don't know that we have that many left. We weren't able to get more panels to make more, which is why we're out. But those are super cute. Oh my gosh, I want to go trick-or-treating. I want to go trick-or-treating. Okay. So So we're gonna do a Q&A. Oh, go ahead, Lily.
We just got questions, yeah.
Oh yes. Okay, I'll shut up.
Have been coming in. No, you're good.
I'm a little hyper.
You're good. Nancy S was asking, is the 15% off just on Christmas fabric?
Yes.
Okay.
Christmas fabric, pre-cuts, and kits. So no patterns. I gotta make these blocks neat.
Okay. And then Laura S was asking, when is the book available? And I believe she was asking about charming baby quilts.
March 2020. It's super, super, super cute. And we found, when we do a photo shoot, I should not say we because I don't do any of it. I just show up. We rent houses from, like, what is it called that we do, Lily? Airbnb?
Airbnb.
Yeah, Airbnb. And so we, like, look for houses. And I think we found, like, a store, like a baby store, like a nursery store. So I think that photo shoot will be really fun.
Okay. And Gabriel Fuentes was asking, how's your Harry Potter blocks coming along?
Oh my gosh, I know, I haven't done them. Yeah.
Oh.
They are not coming along, but I have not forgotten. The quilt will be finished. I'm thinking it might be a great Christmas gift if my kids don't all fight that they didn't get a quilt. But I just need to buckle down, take a day off and do it. Okay. It's kind of one of those ones that it's that quilt's a little bit harder to, you have to cut and then like keep it all in the same spot. So it's really a hard one for me to do on the weekends because my kids are always in the room talking and wrestling and talking about the wrestlers, and it just becomes chaotic. So I can't. I have to take a day off where I have nothing going on, so I don't mess up all the blocks. But I swear I'm gonna finish it, Gabriel. I know you ask me every week. I'm gonna finish it. Maybe you should text me this weekend and be like, or not text me, DM me or whatever. Like, finish your blocks.
Okay, and then Renee Brian Castle says, did you say we can pre-order the book? I believe about baby quilts.
Yes.
Okay. And Bread and Thread by Sean Wright says, perfect 5. 5 of what?
Perfect 5 charm packs. So 5 stands for charm pack, like a 5-inch charm pack.
Yeah, and then it goes with the 5-inch ruler.
Yeah.
Can
I've now put somewhere.
Candy Crew says, for the perfect 5, I don't have 4 of the same charm pack. Would it be better to use light colors rather than a fabric collection?
You could use a layer cake and cut it up if you wanted to. And then I was going to show you these. These are our So Colorful bundles. So if you're in the club, you already got these. But these are the ones that I used. So the gray I used on the back, the blue on the front. So we do have some bundles left over. I know January is gone. Navy I used. Yellow I used. Green and pink. So if you want to make the quilt like I did, and when these are the bundles and how they come packaged, and I had a lot of leftovers from mine, and so I brought them to work, and I can't like sell them. They're all starched, heavy starch. So I just said, hey, whoever wants my leftover fabric. So I think somebody else who works here will probably make another one, and then we can show you because you have plenty leftover. I don't like to keep a lot of leftovers because I don't have any room. But yeah, I gave my leftovers to, I don't know who took them, but I was excited. I was like, oh, I finished a project. I needed some space.
Let's see, Brenda Bean says, I have the book and ruler about Perfect 5, but I am not able to get tutorials. Where do I find them?
The blog.
On the blog.
The Jolly Jabber, and you can find the blog on our website. I'm sure we have links below, and each week we'll give you like a PDF that you print, and it tells you, go to this page, cut this many. But you have to have the book because then you follow the book. It's super easy. I sewed it. I don't know how long it took me. But that was a lot of fun. I really like that one. You know, sometimes I make stuff for work and I don't absolutely love it because, you know, it's work. But I love that one.
So yeah, blog, The Jolly Jabber. Link is below in the description, or you can always just Google Jolly Jabber and it's the first one that comes up. Also, there are no video tutorials, just to clarify about that.
And it's very beginner friendly. And I know you guys always want video tutorials of everything. If I did video tutorials of everything, I would pass out and Lily would quit. Like there's not enough hours in the day to do all the things.
We'd need like 5 of me, minimum.
We don't want no more. We just want one Lily.
Yes, it's only one. Dawn Lanker Coach says, do you always use the same brand color of white fabric in your quilts, or do you switch it up?
Okay, at the end of this video, I am doing a top 5 that talks about my solids, and I'm going to talk about each of them, and it's going to answer your questions. So if you stay to the end, you will get the answer.
Okay, and Teresa says, when do we get to see Denise? And my answer to that is she is like a Krabby Patty, secret recipe.
She is not. If she could come over here and do this live stream, I'd let her, but she's not interested. She's very introverted. Right, Denise? You don't want to get on camera? She's over there shaking her head. She does not want to get on camera.
Take our word.
She's really pretty.
Yeah, she is just as beautiful as her hands. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Because you've seen her hands.
She's just like shy. Like not everybody. Yeah. She's like the secret Kimberly.
She's a super top secret floss quilt whisperer.
Yes.
Sharon Berkemeyer says, can you show us how to do backings on a live video, either piece or how to seam 44, 45 inch fabric?
So on the backing video for the beginner quilt series, I talk about how I do my backing. And for a pieced backing, those take a lot. That would be hard to do on a live stream because it's a lot of weight and it's just would be really hard to do on a live stream. But I always show my backings. And I can talk through it a little bit more, but it would be kind of hard to do logistically on, because it would be different for each quilt. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can save a lot of fabric by doing a pieced backing. Because sometimes you don't have to do the 3 across, you can just do 2 with the sliver in the middle.
Okay, and Pat Penwell says, can you combine coupons for thread and Christmas one?
No.
And a few people are wondering, what is that pillow that you have on the set? And
This?
Is there a pattern? Yes.
This is a Lori Holt pattern. It is a PDF pattern, and Lori and I made this a couple of summers ago together. We made it with some scraps, and we have matching pillows. It's just a PDF, and I like it, so it's on the set because I like it because it's decoration. Yeah. So yeah, it's just a PDF. It's this is 30s fabric. It's a 30s group from Riley Blake from like 3 years ago.
And we did have 2 new YouTube members join. Robert Heinrich, welcome Robert. And Brenda Karhoff, welcome Brenda.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks to all of our members. Okay, and we do have a few more questions, but we can move on to what you're going to show.
So on, Corey Yoder and Sherry McConnell's blogs, they are hosting a Sunday Best Sew Along, and I'm participating, so I'm so excited. This is the blog for this week. And all the information is on their blog. So Sherry McConnell, Corey Yoder, and this is last week's blog because I forgot it. And last week's was a little bit tricky, so I pressed open a little bit. So I just wanted to kind of keep, and for that sew along, it is, you just need the book, some fat quarters. I use like a combination of fat quarters, charm packs, jelly rolls. I have a lot of Corey Yoder fabric, so I just combined it all and did that. I do need to piece it together. I need to buy, now that her Sugar Creek is here, the yardage is here, right? I think it is. So I need to buy my backing and my binding. And Winter Wonderland, Pat Sloan is doing a quilt kit, and she's doing a little sew along with Sleigh Bell. She's calling it Sleigh Bell Sampler. This is the book, and it's a kit, and so if you use the coupon code STOCKING15, it would be on sale, 15% off. And I want to give credit to who made this. Do you know who made this? Teresa, yay! Thank you, Teresa. Look at her. I want to show you her piecing. Look at this. That's amazing. Look at those seams. Looks good. Pretty seams. I like pretty seams. So there's that, and then I'm gonna show some kind of new stuff, and then because I want to leave time for Q&A, I wanted to let you know that early bird free cuts came in stock. Because I know we were waiting on the yardage came before, so we've got layer cakes, charm packs, all the stuff. This is a petite bundle. If you wanted something a little bit smaller, it's what is going to come in your Moda Fat Quarter Club for November. So if you're in our Fat Quarter Club for November for Moda, that's what you're going to get. And then we also did a solid bundle. When I put together the solid bundles for collections, I email the designers and they pick the solids. So really nice. I like this. And yesterday, really late in the day, we got our new Bloomtopia needle minders. So I'm super excited about that. It is, you can use it for cross stitch or you can use it for applique. And the way it works is you would put it on your, like if you were quilting and doing binding, you could put it on there. There's a magnet. You could put it on there and then your needle would stick to it and then you could keep binding and then you would never lose your needle. So that came in yesterday. So I'm just super excited that it came in. It'd be great if I could go. If I could. But it's really pretty and I really like the quality. I really like how it came out. You know, sometimes when you order stuff you think, oh please, let it look nice. So I am taking these home today. I'm super excited. I like the size. I like that it's bigger. And I like the little heart that is in the center. I think Cody did it. Cody or Jocelyn, good job. I don't know who did it. And then Delphina came in stock, and this is very similar to the first collection that Adita did with Andover. And I'm trying to think of the name of it. It had blue in the name, but it was one of the collections that now is discontinuing. And then she had a royal blue, and then now she has Delphina. Delphina is her youngest daughter, and I love.
Sorry.
What?
It's her older daughter.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, sorry.
Anna's her younger daughter. How do you know that, Lily?
I don't know.
I thought it out too. I was like,
I think I'm around Anna's age, and Delphina's older than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just thought it was pretty, and all quilters always love blue. And then, if you pre-ordered the Quilters Planner from us, that came in stock. There are 5 different ones that we offered. 4. And they just came in stock, so I wanted to show you. I like the one with the pink on the outside, and it comes with this magazine. And we got Lori's lace, and I cannot wait to take this home. It is super cute. So I could see using this on bags. There's a wide, a skinny, and a medium. And so you could use it on bags. You could use it on cross stitch. You could use it just decoration in your house. It's super cute. I just like it. So I'm going to take this one home. And then I want to give a big thank you. Oh my gosh, I got this yesterday. I wasn't here. And so Denise had to text me. Okay, so as a secret, I got candy corn. So now I don't have to go to the store to get the candy corn because I'm switching it out today, and they're gonna get so mad. Oh my gosh, my kids.
That's hilarious.
And then she made me little not cross stitch, crochet. Look, so cute. I'm putting them in my house. I'm decorating with them. They're going in my house today.
I'm zooming in.
So it's Pam Donaldson, right?
Yes.
So cute.
Oh
Look, they have little faces. And then look. Okay, there's one more. It's brown. Look. Emma, Will, Peyton, Kevin, look. She made it just for Kevin because he decorates like this. This is how he decorates people. I'm going to put it in his little section. I know, I'm so excited. I know there's not one for Christopher. It's okay. I was just making that up. I was just trying to lead up to the Kevin. He'll be okay because they're not going to take them. So cute. But I can see my kids are going to throw these. They're so cute. I was trying to figure out how she put the eyes on there. But I don't know.
Stitch them on.
I know, but I don't know I don't know. They're really cool. Thank you. I'm so excited.
Those are beautiful.
And then, they're so cute. Look. Kevin. They're so cute. Lily's so funny. She's like, you forgot Christopher. This is Christopher. He'll be okay. Christopher, he'll be okay.
He's the whole candy corn.
He is. And then we got this in. This is such a popular item for us. It's Stripology. And then this one is called XL, so it's bigger. And at Quilt Market, we're going to go to her schoolhouse to find out more about this and what's different about this one than the previous one. And then we will report back. But I don't use this ruler. But I'm telling you, we sell so many of these rulers, and like Cheryl, who works here, swears by it. She loves it. So we got this in yesterday, so I thought I would just show you for all you Stripology lovers. The designer is Gudrun. And she has some books and stuff, but it's a way, like you just cut in the slots, and the way that Cheryl does it is she does all her binding with it. And she told me one time she would never do binding without it ever again. And then we have this. This is a free tutorial on our blog. And Sarah, who does all of our It's Soma books, made it. It's so cute, right?
It's very cute.
I know. So this is flannel. This is cotton, and this is flannel. So it's just like a mix. And she did small and big. And it's just a free tutorial on our blog. So if you want to have some fun. I don't even know how she made them, but It's on the blog. And I can tell she used hot glue. And this is embroidery floss. So like, you know, DMC or Aura floss, one of those that kind of puts the cute touch. So that's what I have for this week, but I saved time for Q&A. So I will answer any questions and then talk a little bit about what I'm going to be doing this weekend. One of the things that I'm going to do this weekend is catch up on Lori Holt's Vintage Block Along. We have a pop-up on that to show you because I've had some questions. So this is her design wall in her new studio, and so she just put all her blocks up there. This is not her final layout. She's just doing it just to see how it looks as she's going. And it started on January 1st of this year. It's a free sew along, and you just use scraps. I'm only behind 4 blocks. I should be able to have those done by tomorrow night. So that's going to be, and they're super easy, so that's exciting. And she said she's going to run the sew along through the end of the year, so it's going to go all for the entire 2019. And of course she's going to show you how to put it together, but I just wanted to show you guys this. But if you're looking for something to use up your scraps, it's a great way. It's on her blog. Her blog is beinmybonnetco.blogspot.com.
So we've got lots of questions here. I'm going to get to questions about what we showed today, and then we asked for questions prior on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Okay, so Denise Schaefer says, getting ready to start a queen size quilt for a 50th anniversary gift. Haven't done such a large one in a long time. Any tips to stay organized during the process?
I would use design boards. I like to use design boards so that I can kind of keep everything organized, but I would say design boards or notes. I will keep notes, like especially on the Harry Potter Harry Potter that I haven't got back to. I have notes of where I'm at because I knew it was going to take me a while to get back to it. So I would just say keep notes and just maybe have a goal for each day.
Shay Hudson says, Kimberly, where are your pinwheels? Or where are you with the pinwheels?
I am really far. I'm going to do that this weekend too. I have a ton left over I made the designer mystery, which is going to go online next week. And so I have the leftovers from the designer mystery, and I have all the leftovers from Sunday Best. And so I just have to get them all sewn up, and then the quilt should be able to be finished very soon. I have not been sewing as much because I don't want to say why, but like last weekend I wasn't home at all. So that's why, and it was like a personal, unexpected, had to go take care of something. So that's why I didn't sew last week.
And we actually have Melissa Corey in the chat, and She says, sorry, I am out of town teaching, late getting on, but to answer your question, I did all of my own quilting.
Oh my goodness, on your regular machine? That's amazing. That's crazy good. It looks like a long arm. Maybe she has a long arm. That's good quilting.
And Teresa says, did you ever find your ghost quilt?
No, I haven't. I haven't even looked for it. There was an unexpected, I don't want to say, because it doesn't involve me, but like someone in my family got sick and had to go take care of them. But I have not been home very much, so I need to look for that. I don't know where it is. I forgot about it.
And Deb Keller says, Kimberly, are you going to join the Farm Girl Vintage 2 sew along?
I don't know. I don't know that I have enough time. So I'm not sure if I am. Oh. I would love to, but it's a lot of time commitment.
And Melissa Corey says, on a long arm.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had a long arm. Looks good.
Okay, and then Kimberly Williams says, good morning. Y'all keep talking about a membership. What is it for, and what do you have to do to join?
Lily.
Okay. So it's this thing we do through YouTube called YouTube channel memberships. It is a paid membership for $4.99 a month. You get extra perks. Like last week we did a members only Q&A with Kimberly. Like, if you're asking questions on here, they might not always get answered because of the amount of people we have watching. It's guaranteed your question will be asked, and you can ask anything. We've also done free patterns, lots of coupons. We've done polls that actually decide the colors of the stash and store and different products coming up. We're actually going to have a similar poll coming up next week. And it's just extra perks. You're not missing out on anything if you decide not to join. It's just an extra way that we use to get extra revenue to support our video production here. As an example, these live streams, the way we do them wouldn't be possible without our channel memberships. So that's what it is. There's a little join button. If you're not seeing a join button, I know there's some people in the chat right now that can send you a link that can help you join if you are interested. Okay. Jana Wilkinson Trappier says, how do we find the solids collections that match the designer lines?
So I try to put together solid bundles, and I can't do it for every collection because we get so many collections a day. If it is listed, if the manufacturer lists it when they come show us, I will put it in on that page, and if it's Moda, I will email all the designers. And if you don't see it there on the page, on the collection page, you could just call customer service and they can help you. It would be impossible for us to match every single one.
Okay. Brenda Bean says, will the needle minder come in the kits for Bloomtopia?
No. It's all, Bloomtopia will all, yeah, no. But I put it on, it's cute.
Okay. Tammy Schmidt said, sorry if this question came up already, had to step away. Did Kimberly use all of the same charm packs for the Perfect 5 quilt?
I used all early bird collection, and then I used that background that I talked about.
Okay. And, okay. We had a few comments about the eyes on the little, I guess they're called amigurumis, like that style of crochet. And Mandy Gershmel says the eyes are called safety eyes, and Mary Stewart says they're doll eyes. They should have locks on the back to hold them.
They do. They're so cute.
Thought that was interesting. And a few people are asking if we have a pattern for those. The little candy corns.
No, somebody just made them for me because I made a joke about candy corn and how I love candy corn and my kids think it's gross. And so there's this little pumpkin we have, and it opens. And I'm going to take all their good candy out. I'm going to put candy corn in there and then see how long it takes them to complain.
Yeah. I'm sure if you go on Pinterest and you like search like amigurumi candy corn, like you can find something similar.
They're cute.
Okay. And Gina Tell says, tell Kimberly I'm close with Quilter's Cottage.
Oh, yay. So Gina is making Quilter's Cottage. It is a brand new book coming out by Lori Holt. So she sewed the sample, she's quilting it, binding it, and I'm going to show it next Friday. Next Friday's live stream will be pre-recorded. So we're going to use the questions that we don't get to today to the end of next week because I can't just talk for an hour without interaction. It's hard to do that. But next week I will be at Quilt Market, so it will not be live. And we also at Quilt Market will not be doing live coverage because we had way too many complaints last time. The Wi-Fi in Convention Center is not good, and I don't like complaints, and I don't like people like yelling at us with big capitalized letters and exclamation points. So that's not worth it to me, but we will take videos that we can upload, Monday when we get back.
Yes, yeah, there will be lots of videos. You will still get to see all the same videos, just not live. But much higher quality.
Yeah. And we even bought the like $100 whatever that you can buy at the store and connect it. It didn't work. Yeah. So
you just need really strong Wi-Fi to live stream, so that you guys don't get like a blurry picture. Okay, Terry Darrow on Facebook says, Fat Quarter Shop, thanks. I've been on several times and cannot find a place to subscribe like I have on others. Just thought I'd see if you guys knew. So when we say subscribe, we mean subscribe to our YouTube channel. So you have to hop on over to our YouTube to do that. For videos, we only do like live streams on Facebook. So if you want to get more video content, check out the YouTube, and that's where you hit subscribe. And that's also where the whole channel memberships things is. Okay, and Lucy Ann says, what is the name of the solid pack to go with the early bird if I wanted to order it?
It is called Early Bird Bella Solids Fat Quarter Bundle. And Bonnie and Camille picked the colors. And when you get a solid bundle, it might not be 100% like accurate, but it'll be very close.
And Frances Sheffield Simpson says, are the needle minders available in the store?
Yes, we just loaded them yesterday. It's just called Bloomtopia Needle Minder.
And we do have a new channel member, Jelly Bean. Welcome, Jelly Bean. Jelly Bean spelled with all Y's. Oh, and we just got another member, Kim Fishlin. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you.
Hooray. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to questions that we asked on Facebook prior. But feel free, if you guys have questions in the chat, to keep putting them in.
And we're going to not, just to like heads up, we're not going to answer all of them because I need to save some for next week. And some of them are duplicate questions. So if they were duplicate, we're not going to ask it twice just because that's kind of weird. So we don't want you to feel left out in any way. But here we go.
Okay. Debbie Shapiro says, please tell me again the size of the pins you use.
Okay, so I used to use C103 by Collins, and that got discontinued, so that is now
Clover 232.
Clover 232. The biggest thing with pins for me is I like long and 0.5 millimeter. So that's the biggest thing is it has to be 0.5 milliliter if it is, or millimeter or whatever that is. What is it?
Milliliters liquid.
Okay, yeah, see, I'm not good at all that. But it has to be 0.5 because I like to pin fast and it goes in quicker and it doesn't leave as many holes. So if it was like if you were shopping at Joann's or something, that's the most important thing to me more than anything is the 0.5.
Real quick, I want to clarify, Terry Darrow just got back to me and said she was actually asking about subscribing to Lori's blog so she can get notifications about Vintage Girl
Happy.
2 Sew Along. Yeah. Would you know how to do that? 'Cause
So
I'm not
I
sure.
think on her blog on the right, it should just be like subscribe. But if not, if you just go every Wednesday and see it, it will be there.
Okay.
So, and that's what I do. I don't subscribe to her blog. You definitely should. I'm not saying don't. But I go every week and just read it and then copy and paste what I need. And yesterday I copied and pasted, and I actually was going to do the blocks, and I had a doctor's appointment, and they were like, oh yeah, this doctor's appointment's no big deal. And I went. I was like, they were like, oh, you really need to take Tylenol. If Tylenol doesn't work, then a leave should work. And I'm like, okay, that's totally different than this is no big deal. So I was in no mood to, I have a surprise. I was in no mood to do the blocks. So, surprise! Woo. Gina just got here. Gina Tell from Thread Graffiti. If you want to send your long arm quilts to her, she's amazing. So, there you go. This is Quilter's Cottage. It's so pretty. So this is Lori Holt's design. It was her cross stitch design, and people asked for quilting. So Lori and Sarah turned it into a quilt. It is going to be a book. It is coming out next April, May. It uses Vintage Happy 2 collection, and this is what we put on the back. And if you sign up for this and you want to get yours quilted just like this and you send it to Gina, you can just say, I want the same quilting, and she'll do it. And Lori wanted a daisy. Look, you can see it right there. See, you can really see that daisy. So Lori picked the quilting, and it's a pantograph, so super, super, super cute. She started it last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, I'm not sure. But it's super cute, so we just got this. Oh, look at the rickrack! Oh, that's cute. That's her tiny rickrack, her vintage trim. And it's all piece, even this is pieced. So everything is pieced. When we do her books, we do all 100% piecing. And then when she does her free sew-alongs with Riley Blake, those have applique. So that is the two difference. Ooh, I'm just gonna, it's so cute. I'm just gonna chill right here.
That's great. Okay.
It looks good. Oh, she did a great job.
Okay. Question from Kristen Swanstorm White. I'm curious about a day in the life of Kimberly. How does she manage home, kids, work, all of that sewing? Can you give us a glimpse of how you manage it all? Do you work from home, stay at FQS all day, shuttle kids around, house cleaning, cooking, etc.? Don't know how you get it all done.
So we got a lot of questions like this. So I'm going to be as thorough as I can and as honest as I can. Y'all might judge me. But I'm going to first tell you the things I don't do, because it's not fair to say that I'm this great, wonderful person, because I am not. I don't do everything. So I'm going to tell you the things I don't do, and then I'm going to tell you my daily routine Monday through Sunday, because I keep getting this question. So the first thing is, I do not go to the grocery store, I do not cook, and I do not clean. I have a maid. My nanny gets the food at the grocery store, and we order out, and you're going to see why I don't cook. when I answer the rest of the questions. So those are the things that I don't do. Even before I had Fat Quarter Shop, I did not clean. Now, I will tell you, I love to clean. I enjoy it, but there's no time in my day. When I had a corporate job before, there was no time. I used to work, I've never worked 40 hours a week. That's never been a thing in Kimberly's life. Like 60 hours a week, always. Like that's just, I don't know if that's just like from my father. That's just like the way that I am. I'm a workaholic no matter what I do. Even if I didn't do Fat Quarter Shop and I did something else, I would work a ton. And so like cleaning is the first thing that went. I do laundry. Okay, so Mondays, the first thing, Monday through Friday. In the morning, I get up at 6:30. Kevin gets the kids ready. 3 of the days of the week, I take my boys to school. So that means I leave at 7:10, drop them off, and then I take Piggy, my dog, to the dog place. And then I come to work. So I get to work between, 8:30 or so. On the other 2 days, I take Emma to school. The boys start school at 7:40. Emma starts school at 8:50. I don't even know like how that's a thing, but so if I take Emma to school, I don't get to work till 9:30, and so we flip flop. Kevin and I, we take them, whichever days, however we do it. I get off work. I mean, it could be 5, it could be 8, it could be 7. I work a lot. On Monday nights, I pick up Christopher at 7 o'clock, 7 to 7:30. I show up at 7 and they finish whenever. He does baseball on Monday nights. Kevin picks up the twins. They do music. So Kevin's got the twins over here in this part of town. I'm over in this part of town. Get Christopher. We go get dinner over here. Then we go get Emma. She gets out at 8:15. Then we go home. So I don't even get home till 9 o'clock on Mondays. Tuesdays. I got to figure out Tuesdays. Christopher has nothing. The twins have basketball from 5:30 to 7. So either Kevin or I will pick them up Tuesday, Thursday. And Emma gets out of dance at 9:15 on Tuesdays. And she gets out of dance at 9 o'clock on Thursdays. So that is why there's no cooking. There's none of that. Like, I'm a taxi. On Wednesdays, it's the best day. They don't have anything. So nothing. So on Wednesdays, I'll try to go home like at 5. And then we just have fun and we'll order favor or we'll go eat. One of my sons does not like to go out to eat. It's like a big thing in our house. So we used to go out to eat more, but he really does not like it. So that's what I do on Wednesdays. On Fridays, like for today, I'll work. Emma has dance tonight by her choice, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So I'll go home. I will, I'll decide what to do with food. They might just order pizza with Kevin. It just is up to them, whatever they want to do. Christopher will probably go with me. He likes to go with me. Will and Peyton do not like to go. They like to stay home. And she'll go to dance at 7. She'll dance till 8, and then I'll talk to the teacher. It's her solo, so she'll probably do her little dance, and then we'll either go eat or whatever, get home. So I probably won't even get home tonight, like for real, until like 8:30 at the minimum. Her dance is 30 minutes from my house. Baseball is 20 minutes from my house. Everything is far. Saturdays, I get up super early. I'll get up around 7. I don't even know how y'all want to know this. I think it's silly. So 7 o'clock, I get up and I have an agenda. So tomorrow morning, I will get up. I will make sure I have everything starched. I'm going to try to do all of Lori's blocks for Vintage Block Along tomorrow. I'll have that goal. How I get so much stuff done is I have a goal, and when I say go, I try not to mix things. It's like I have to do this until I can get to this. She has dance from 11:30 to 12:30. It's 30 minutes from my house, so I will just stay there. No, she has 11:30 to 2:30. Then I'll come home. Texas plays. Gotta stay home for that. So when Texas plays, the boys come to me because Kevin yells a lot. He takes it very serious, and they're not so great. So we'll probably just stay home. Sunday's always busy. Christopher has a baseball game on Sunday. The time varies, and Emma always has dance. So there's a lot of taxiing, but when I'm home, I have goals on sewing or whatever. I don't even know if I answered the question. But I'm just like, there's no time to go. So the nanny goes to the grocery store for us. And we go to Costco once for like all the general things, like once every 2 months. And we'll get all the toilet paper for like 2 months. And all the, you know what I mean? So like, because I'm not going to go to the grocery store every week for like toilet paper. And it's cheaper at Costco anyway. So I don't even know if that was...
Yeah. I did miss a super chat earlier. From Rose Morrill, she gave us a super chat for $4.99. So super sweet. And she put a little sticker that's this little pear that's like working out like this, and it says "Keep it up."
Oh.
So thank you, Rose.
I definitely don't work out. That's one thing I don't do. Don't do that.
That's great. Okay. Funny comment from Gwen Smith. She said, "Piggy, your 5th child."
Yes, he has to go to daycare every day.
Aww.
Today he was not wanting to go. I don't know why.
Okay, and we're just going to get through a few more of these questions here. Diane Motley says, what qualities do you look for when you interview prospective customer service personnel? FQS customer service just cannot be beaten, and I wonder how you can tell if you are finding the right person for the job.
Okay, so I am going to be honest, and I don't interview them anymore because I don't have time. But Elva is in charge of customer service, so she interviews them. What we're looking for in any employee who works here is somebody who, has good communication skills, is friendly, can do computer work, works well with others. Those are kind of the things we're looking for. And anytime anybody is hired anywhere in this building, number one rule is customers come first. So always, I'm going to give you an example. This week, somebody emailed and said, that she wasn't happy with something that a customer service rep had said. So we personally called her, made sure we explained, because I think it was just a miscommunication of words, made her happy. Customers come first. So and we've never had a problem with that. I mean, if everybody's on the same team and everybody knows that the customer comes first and they have the leeway to make the customer happy, they don't have to come in my office. A customer said this, we have like a little booklet that says, okay, if this happens, this is how we solve it. It's like a policies and procedures type thing. So everyone knows, how to take care of it, and customers know, like, if they're not happy, they can come to me, they can come to Elva, we're going to make it right. Like, everyone makes mistakes. Every company ships something out wrong, does something wrong. We're going to stand behind what we do. But just, good people, happy people, people who want to work, people who want to be like, and also, if they don't sew, that's okay too,
Cool. Question from Karen Norekas Christensen. As I near retirement and try to figure out my second act, I wonder what the quilting industry needs more of. Any thoughts?
So on that, I don't know. I think the quilting industry is so hot right now. There is just so much stuff. I think that it's a great opportunity for someone to do long arming. For example, like we use Gina from Thread Graffiti, and we also use Mike from mylongarm.com. And there's just like a lot of business, like they can't do all of it. So I would say there's like a area in long arming. Maybe teaching at your local quilt shop. I know some people want to learn in person. That might be a good opportunity.
All right. Maxime Menzel-Suchowski says, how do you trim down, square up the corners for large quilts after quilting them? This is something I consistently struggle with.
So yesterday I filmed the ending video on binding. And I do my binding very different, and I show how I do that and how I treat my corners. And so that is going to come out next Wednesday, right? Thursday. This is the beginner quilt. So I give my little tips. But yeah, so I would say watch that video. And I do it a little bit different. I think people are going to be a little bit like, why does she do that? It's weird. But, it's just, that's how I learned.
Wendy Doherty Ledbetter says, what is Kimberly's favorite batting? Do you use one type for wall hangings and another type for lap bed quilts?
So, I'm going to have to ask Gina on that and come back and answer that next week. Denise is going to ask Gina. We ship, what do you call those, like ROT rolls of batting to Gina and to Mike. And as one of the perks for my employees is if they send a quilt to either Gina or Mike, we pay for the batting. And that's just kind of like a little perk. And like some quilts they get that they make, we pay for, some they don't. I mean, it all just kind of depends. We have a whole, again, policies and procedures on that. But I'm going to have to ask Gina exactly what we send her. I know that we do send her Quilter's Dream. I do know it's that brand. And I just use that one batting, and it's what I like. And now, of course, if my employees want to use something else, I mean, they can do that, or I don't think it really matters. I like 80/20, but I don't know the exact one that I send. So we're going to find that out, and we will let you know next.
20 quilter stream.
80/20 quilter stream. There you go.
Okay, and we have a few funny comments on YouTube here. Sherry Gingham says, seeing Kimberly sitting there under that quilt is such a happy picture. It's the cozy time of the live stream.
Yay!
And then Pamela Larson said, my husband just walking in and asked if you were in bed.
No, but I wish I was in bed. Let me tell you, I had a long night. I had a long night last night. Couldn't sleep.
Yeah, it is funny because it looks like it's just like...
It does.
Like
it looks like
out.
a sleeper sofa.
Yeah. Okay. From Shelly Jo Meyer Mitchell, how did you and Kevin meet?
We both worked for Ernst & Young, and he worked in the Houston office, and I worked in the Austin office, and you would go to training 2 weeks a year, and I thought he was cute, and I pursued him. He thought I had a bad haircut.
Oh.
He did. He will still talk about it to this day, how bad my haircut was. But yeah, that's how we met. He's very shy. Like, sometimes I think, like, if we never got married, I don't know who he would have married, because he's so shy.
Oh. Okay. Carol McLaughlin, I want to make a Farm Girl Vintage 2 beehive quilt and wonder if Fat Quarter Shop will be selling a kit and suggested instructions. I have bought the Fat Quarter bundle and can't wait to get started.
So we just put together a Fat Quarter bundle, and if you wanted to add some backgrounds, you could get some of her bee backgrounds. We don't have any bundles currently because we are waiting on 2 of the SKUs from Riley Blake to get reprinted and come back in stock. But we're not doing a full kit. She just did this out of her stash. So you would just start with a bundle, pull some backgrounds. You could even use just one background if you wanted to make it easy. And I'm sure in there we list. So yeah, we're not going to have a kit. We just have those bundles. And as of this morning when I looked, we only had 10 left. Now, of course, I have more on order. But, when I make a bundle, I got to have all the pieces. And it's all on order. But, not everything is always in stock, if that makes sense.
Deborah Henderson on YouTube says, when you hit 200,000 members, will you start doing 2-hour videos? We need more Kimberly.
Oh, my word. I don't know.
We do have an almost 2-hour long tutorial on finishing your quilt on the YouTube channel. If you want.
Do?
Yeah, it's like an hour and 44 minutes.
Oh, yeah. And, okay, so one of the questions that you guys asked, I'm just going to answer it right now, is are we going to have another beginner series? Not anytime soon. No. That has been the biggest work for all of us because it's totally outside of our comfort zone. Like, it's showing every single detail, and it's just a lot of work and a lot of energy and a lot of everything that we had to add to everything else. So if we did another one, it wouldn't be for 2 years, and if we did it, we would probably have to pull back all the other stuff we do to be able to fit it in, because and it's mainly my schedule. I mean, I just don't have like a lot of open time. I have 4 kids. I have kids, like, Monday they got to go to the dentist. I mean, it's like teacher conference. Blah, blah.
Yeah. If there's any theater people out there, I kept comparing it to Macbeth. Like, there's a
Macbeth
theory about Macbeth in theater.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like Macbeth. Every time a theater group does Macbeth, like, things happen. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is our Macbeth.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Macbeth, but I'm not smart enough for that. I did not do good in English or any of those classes.
No.
I could never interpret. And so my daughter struggles with it too. Like, she's like, this doesn't make sense. I'm like, oh, you're not an artist.
Oh. Let's see. Debbie Berry says, sorry if I missed this. Will there be a preview of the 2020 Designer Mystery Block of the Month?
Yes, next week. We're going to debut it next Friday. It will go live on the website next Friday. It probably won't be searchable until Saturday morning because of the way our site works, but it will be on the very top of the What's New next Friday morning, and my live stream next week will primarily be about Designer Mystery. I will say, of all the questions we always get is it easy, is it intermediate, is it advanced? It will never be advanced because that's against what we were trying to do with this one. This one is so beginner friendly. It's one of our easier ones that we've done in several years. And I think I made it in 2 days. Like, straight up 2 days. I was very focused. I closed my email.
And I want to make sure we get through some of the shout outs and pop-ups we have here.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you want to go through your top 5 right now first?
Oh, yeah, top 5. So one of the questions I'm trying to go through and have these because we get a lot of the same questions over and over. So these are my top 5 whites. I always use white as a background. It's just what I like. 97 is my absolute favorite color. 200, I would say, is right behind that. 98, these are all Bellas. The 98 is what I use if I need something a little bit brighter. Blossom 725 white is by Christopher Thompson, and it is a really nice white that has like a little flower. So I use that a lot. And then Strawberry Jam 2906741 I used in my Sunday Best, and I got an extra bolt because I just really like the way that the white on white looks. So those are my go-to colors. And we kind of did this because we get these questions over and over, so I'm just kind of putting them all in one spot so that if somebody asks, we can pull it up.
Okay. And then we just got a super chat from Teresa for $20, and she says, the beginner series was awesome. Don't mention the Scottish play. She's correct. You're supposed to call it the Scottish play and not by its real name, because that jinxes it.
Yes. I don't even know, but thank you. I don't know what that means.
But thank you so much, Teresa.
It's like Krabby Patty.
Yeah, it's like
I
Krabby
don't get
Patty.
it, but I get to pretend.
Comment below if you know what Krabby Patty means. Okay. And then we had shout outs.
Yay!
We have blocks that we found from our Perfect 5.
Yay! Okay, so this is the Perfect 5 that I showed in the beginning. And this is the Purple Muse, and she is done with block 2, and those are really pretty. I think that is American Jane fabric. And then this is, oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is a Riley Blake. It is a Christopher Thompson fabric, I believe. And this is Bobby Bean Alley, starting another quilt along with Back Quarter Shop, has the best quilt alongs, week 1 blocks. I love that colorway. And this is Christine Benjamin. Okay, so I can't resist the Perfect 5 sewing my animal crackers and gingerbread blocks. So that's super cute. I think that might be some older, maybe, I don't know. I think it's Moda. I'm not sure what collection that is. And then we've got Christine Vanneman. It says my icebox and sugar cookie block. So she is also working on Perfect 5. So that's awesome.
All right, back to the beginning. And then we also had some shout outs for the beginner series.
Yay! I don't know what we're going to do when we're done because we're not going to have as many shout outs. So this is true. Christine Thomas PDX. I haven't posted lately on my progress on the sampler quilt along with Back Quarter Shop, but it is done and heading to the long arm quilter. Yay! And then this one's really awesome. It's like Halloween, and then they put it on fall leaves, which is really awesome because we don't get those kind of leaves in Texas. That's not a thing. And that is Kyle Robinson. It's a perfect picture. And then this is Lisa Brown. I'm so excited. This is the first sew along I have been able to keep up with. Well, almost. Borders to go. Yay! And I think that's like Urban Chicks fabric. And this is Pat Sloan. Yay! So I think she made 2, so that's totally awesome. She's really awesome. She has got a Facebook group, and if you join it, it is very prolific. Lots of ideas in it. And one of those was done with her Bonnie Lane fabric collection, and one was done with, I think, Riley Blake fabric. And this is Robin Malik. I wasn't sure about how this would look. Can you read that? I can't read that far away.
I wasn't sure. Those colors, about the colors, but now the sashing is on. I love it.
Yeah, it looks great. And then this is Mr. Domestic fabric. So this is Too Chubby Mermaid Sew. Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious. That's a great name.
Yeah, and it says, oh my gosh, I love how this turned out. So it looks great. I wonder if Matthew's seen it. It looks great. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that is some Wyndham fabric that we, that is really cute. Texas Quilter 15. This is another version of the Ultimate Beginner quilt that I made. I truly enjoyed working on it. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. That's cute. That's some older Wyndham fabric.
I like the little like
Applique.
applique. Yeah, the flowers and the heart. Oh, the heart looks pieced actually. But the flowers. Ooh.
Norma Jean Scott. Y'all are like having so much fun with this Halloween fabric. Got the top of the Ultimate Beginner Quilt series finished. This was fun and easy to make. I've been so into cross stitching that I put quilting on the back burner. Thank you. Yay!
Ooh.
And this is Ann Summers Lyles. Can't wait to finish the challenge. I'm hooked on quilting. Not even close to perfect, but I like it. Nobody cares if it's perfect. It's cute. Betty Byers. I absolutely loved participating in the Ultimate Beginner Quilt series, and it was a great refresher of skills I sometimes tend to neglect or hurry through. I love how my quilt top turned out. Yay! And then this one, it looks like she's basting it, so she's about ready to quilt it, and it is by Cannon Tully. And I can't read it because it's... Sorry, I have really bad eyesight, but I think she's ready to quilt it, so that looks great. I think she used some solids. Oh, more Halloween. Carolyn Dreamer Believers. Oh, that's a cute name. Fall in love with the air. Finally finished my first quilt along. Loving it. I think that's great, and I love the piece borders.
I like how she changed the blocks around a little bit.
Yeah. Do you want to read the name?
I think it's Danielle
Englehart.
Englehart? Yeah, I'm sorry. The print is pretty tiny for me too, guys.
Yeah, I love that. That looks great.
Yay.
And this is Gypsy Wind 3. Finished except for backing and binding. That looks great. I think it's got some batiks in it. And then Janet Hellebrand Whining. I don't have enough of the gray, so I added it like this. I'm proud of it. I think it looks great. Yeah. I don't think the border has to be the same as the sashing. Oh, and that looks great. That is Katie Oglesby Jackson. I'm not sure. And if I bungle your name, I'm so sorry. I just have really bad eyesight, and so...
Yeah. The print is also quite small on our screen.
So that we can show your quilt. Like if we made it, yeah, it's as big as we can make it. Ooh, that's pretty. Kristen Thomas PDX. Really pretty.
What was that? Oh, that was back to the beginning. Okay.
Yay!
Yay! Okay.
So you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to answer all the rest of the questions next Friday. I'm going to show Designer Mystery. I'll talk about anything that any of the manufacturers have shown me that I'm allowed to show. And then we will be at Quilt Market. And again, we're not going to be live streaming because of the connection issues, but we will still do the same videos and we will post them when we get back. So you guys have a great weekend and I'll see you next week.